First, I guess I should start with the intro. Welcome, everyone. This is Georgie Gale. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. What are we going to be doing today? I know it's been so long. Today, we're going to be opening a box. This box. So we're going to be opening this box. The new Magic set that is still not out yet. This week is the pre-release. I actually went to the pre-release yesterday. These is my pull of cards, technically. This is not, and this is not. This is my pull of cards. My pull from yesterday's pre-release of Magic. We got a box to open here, which we're going to start now. And then we're going to do some gacha. Honkai Star Rail specifically, because I heard they're doing a Fate Stay Night collab. So yeah, this was my pull. It was kind of trashy, but there's a few cards that I'm happy that I got that I really wanted, and yeah, that's pretty nice. I'm happy with the cards I got, but there's a lot of other cards that I want to get, and hopefully I can open them. So with that all out of the way, let's start this, I guess. Ignore this. Work accidents happen. What should I start with? I guess I can start with this. So, this is the buy a box promo. So, you get this for buying a box. Twitching Doll. 2 mana, 2/2. 1 mana of any color. Put a nest counter on it, and then you can tap it to sack it, create a 2/2 token for each counter on it, and it only has a sorcery. So it's a mana dork that gets counters over time whenever you tap it for mana, and then later on you can sack it to make a bunch of tokens, which is fine. I don't think it's a amazing card, but it's a fine card. And this is a promotion they were doing where you buy a box, they give you a collector booster, which is nice. Let's see what we get here. Maybe we can get one of those like premium cards that are like $200 and I can sell that and buy another box. That would be funny. Would it be that funny? I don't know. I mean, it would be good. I remember one time I did actually open like a $400 card from one of these collector boosters. That was a fun time. Okay, let's see what we got here. The first few cards are normally just junk. I will actually have to look at some of them because I don't know what they do. This is irrelevant. I don't think any of these are going to be that relevant. Maybe the uncommon ones. Okay, this one's a good one. This one's a good one. At least I think it's a good one. 4 mana instant, destroy target non-land permanent. But if you have Delirium, which is if you have 4 or more card types in your graveyard, it costs 2 less, so it becomes a 2 mana, destroy target non-land permanent. I think this card will see play. I think it's a pretty decent card. It's not an Abrupt Decay, because it can be countered, but I still think it's on par with Abrupt Decay. So land, and then we got the rares. Okay, let's see what we got. There's a token. Ah! Yes! Oh, yeah. Okay. So the first one we get, is this foil? Yeah, it is. I could barely tell it's foil. What is this? 4 mana artifact. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, put a time counter on it. Then if there are 7 or more time counters on it, remove those counters, deals 20 damage to you. Okay. Boom. Whenever you cast it in, then you can tap it. And when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell, and you can... Okay. 4 mana. So this is not for a Storm deck, for obvious reasons. But it definitely is... so this is more for, like, big spells matter. This is like you play one of those, like, 7 mana, 8 mana instants or sorceries, and you copy it. then you get two of them. Basically, that's what it's telling me. You don't really play this with like smaller spells. Okay, it's fine. I'll put it over there. Then we got Formless Genesis, which is the commander card of the booster. Not that good. It's 3 mana, Kindred Sorcery, Changeling, which means it has every type. And create an XX colorless shapeshifted token with Changeling and Death Touch, where X is number of land cards in your graveyard, and it has Retrace. Retrace says you can discard a land from your hand to play this from your graveyard. It's bad. I had a friend who said it was good, and I look at it and I'm just confused. It's like a whatever card. This, on the other hand, now this is a good card. Another card that I really wanted, and I'm happy that I got it already, and also in a fancy art. I'm not really a fan of this like frame, but I get what they were getting with. I think with this one it works better because it's a vehicle, so it's like machinery, and the whole like tech frame works better with that than with the other ones. Anyway, though, Head Shredder, 4 mana 5/5 vehicle. Whenever it attacks, you may mill 2 cards, and whenever 1 or more land cards are put into a graveyard from your library, you can put them onto the battlefield tapped and has crew 1. Obviously, if you mill 10 lands, you put them all onto the battlefield, and you ram for 10. This card is bananas, and I cannot wait to make a deck with it, because I want to make a deck with it. And this is another Enduring that I wanted, the green one. The green one is dumb. This is actually a dumb card. 3 mana, 3/3 Vigilance, enchantment creature. Creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color, so basically all your creatures become mana dorks. And then it has the iconic, whenever it dies, if it was a creature, it comes back as an enchantment. So, very hard to deal with. You need to kill it twice, and I believe there's already a infinite combo with it in Standard, where they just make infinite tokens with haste that all give mana, and it just keeps going and going. And then we got Marvin, another card I wanted. I don't like this style, but I will accept it. Is it foil? Yeah, it is foil. 2 mana, 2/2, Marvin, legendary artifact creature. Marvin has all activate abilities of creatures you control that don't have the same name as this creature. So basically, it copies basically whatever abilities your creatures have that are activated, this creature also has it, which makes it very good. I also wanted this card a lot. Okay, that was fine. It wasn't an amazing collector booster, but I think these 3 cards alone, I wouldn't say that they paid for the booster, but probably close. Maybe they did pay for the booster. I don't know if Marvin and Enduring Vitality... Enduring Vitality might be expensive right now. Marvin, I don't know. But that was pretty good. Could be worse. That was a pretty good booster. Should I put it on the side? I guess I can put it on the side. Technically speaking, they are part of the whole package, so I guess it's fine to put them all together. This one's also part of the package. Oh god, here we go. We're gonna start this. We're gonna put the pile of rares over there. And we'll put like a pile over there of like other cards that might be relevant. So what do we got first? I'm not gonna show every card unless I feel like they're relevant to show. But at least I need to actually look at cards though, because I don't know what every card does. Okay, here's a card that I think is relevant. I think this card will see play. 3 mana instant, destroy target creature on enchantment, you lose 2 life. Enchantment removal is in black is very rare. For a very long time, black did not have a way to deal with enchantments or artifacts, and now they're kind of slowly putting cards in that can deal with enchantments in black. And that's nice. I think this is the first like instant just creature or enchantment. There's a sorcery that can do that. But this is the first instant that just the creature or enchantment just get rid of it, which is nice. I think this card will see play. Oh, nice. And here's another enduring that I wanted, the white one. So I got the black, the white, and the green. So now I only need the red and the blue? Yeah, the blue. So this is the white one. Enduring Innocence. 3 mana, 2/1 lifelink. Whenever one or other creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. This triggers only once each turn. And then when it dies, it comes back as an enchantment. So, pretty good. I like this one. Very good one. And that's kind of it. So that's a good start. I think most of the Enduring will be like... I wouldn't say expensive, but probably be more the... As time goes on, I think they will be the more expensive cards of the set. Overall, like the whole cycle. Because they're just very good. The whole like coming back after they die makes them very good overall in Commander. And even outside of Commander. Because it makes them hard to deal with. Here's another card that I think is relevant. 9/9 for 7 mana. Trample. Whenever it becomes target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, draw a card. However, the part that I think is relevant is the lax text, which is you can pay 2 and discard this. And if you do, you return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tab. So basically, if you have a land on the graveyard, you can pay 2 to discard this to ramp. Which I think makes this probably one of the best ramp spells so far, I would say. Yeah, you do need a land in your graveyard, which is normally going to be a fetch land, but even so, I still think it's probably pretty good. What is this? Yeah. And then we got... What is this? Oh, this is more of a standard card. Not really a card for Commander and that stuff. 5 mana, 5/5. This spell can't be countered. Trample aced, which means that it can attack immediately. And it has Delirium 4 mana. So if you have Delirium, you can pay 4 to return this to the battlefield with a finality counter. Finality counter means that if it would die, it gets exiled, so it can't keep coming back. I feel like if this was a couple of years ago, this would just not have a finality counter. It would just keep coming back. But I still think this is more of a standard card rather than a format for a card for any other format. Maybe it will see some play, and I'll get to sell it because I don't really care about that card. What do we got here? Murder. Oh, hello. 2 rares in 1 pack. Okay. Ripsaw Hunter, which is a Ghost Hunter or Ghostbuster reference. 4 mana, 4/4 legendary creature. Survival, a new mechanic of the set. At the beginning of your second main phase, if this card is tapped, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is its power, which is 4, or, you know, if you have it, if you buffed it anyway, it is whatever its number is at the time. Then you can put any number of creatures or vehicle cards with different powers from among them into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. Basically, it is a value engine. I don't think this is very good. Feels more of a niche card, but there are ways in those colors for you to tap it without having to attack with it. So at that point, I think it probably is just a decent way to just get more cards. And then we have this guy. The Mind Skinner. 3 mana, 10/1. Can't be blocked. If a source you control will deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards. There's a couple of cards this combos with. I believe there's a card that is like, whenever a card would enter an opponent's graveyard, they like take 2 damage or something like that. which would cause this to trigger, which would then cause cards into the graveyard, and then this to trigger, and it just creates an infinite loop where they just keep taking damage and keep milling. So, you know, this has places. I don't think it's going to be very good, but it has its places. Have I not opened a land? 3 boosters, no land. Me sad. Are there really no full art lands in this set? I haven't even seen a normal land. I'm trying to remember in the Prerelease, but I don't. I think I only opened 1 normal land in the Prerelease too. Piggy bank. Oh god, another one of these. Okay, well. We got the artifact, that one legendary artifact that I talked about. Where is it? Hold on. I have it here. Here we go. I got Ed. Yay. I don't think I have to go through it again since I already explained it previously. Okay. I mean, this is normal. It's a rare. We're probably going to see more endurings as we go on. So, you know, it is what it is. We're at the start anyway. Not very impressive with the commons so far. Only, what, 2 uncommons that are, like, decent. None of the commons are, like, pulling me either. They're kind of just mediocre. Is this a good common? Uncommon, I mean. It is a reanimation, technically speaking. But only as a sorcery. No, probably doesn't. Oh god, I got another one of those. I got Marvin again! Yay, just what I wanted. Another Marvin. To be fair, it's fine. Marvin's probably one of those few cards where you actually want in multiples, because you can play... where was I? So Marvin's one of those cards where you probably want in multiples, because it is a colorless, so it can go in multiple decks. So I'm actually happy with getting another one. That means I can shove it in other decks. What decks would I want it anyway? I have to kind of look at what I have. I know in Amalia there's not that many activated abilities that I kind of want to replicate. But there are a couple, so maybe I do want him there. Hard to say. Hard to say. What is this one? Okay, this is uncommon that I actually wanted. So this is one of the uncommons I think is decent. So for 1 mana, you can return a target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And then for 4 mana, you can, whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, you get to make a 2/2 enchantment creature token. It triggers only once each turn. There's a lot of ways to trigger this. Any one of those cards that allows you to play lands from your graveyard will easily trigger this. Any creatures that you have that come back from your graveyard when certain conditions are met will trigger this. Whenever you exile stuff for like the delve, it will trigger this. There's a billion ways to trigger this, and the fact that this is a room makes it slightly better because you can play it for the 1 mana cost first and then play for the other one, which can get around certain counters. So for example, if you really want this and you're afraid of a counter, you can just pay the 1 mana cost and see if they will counter it or not, because, you know, if they want to get rid of it, they need to counter it for that 1 cost. And then we have... Peer Past the Veil. 4 mana instant, Gruul. Discard your hand, then draw X cards, where X is the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. So realistically, how much would this be? Land, creature, let's say instant and sorcery. So that's 4 already. And enchantment artifact, that would be 6. Maybe a planeswalker could be there. Tribal, maybe a battle. Uh, Realistically, this would at most be like a 6 draw, right? 5-6 is what I would expect to be the average for this. You pay 4, you discard your hand, and then you draw 5 or 6. How good is that? Instant speed, I think that's pretty good. I think this is probably a very good card. The only problem this card has is the color combination is awkward. I don't think Gruul really wants this type of cards, but maybe they do. I do remember, I mean, now that I think about it, I did used to have a Gruul Storm deck that would have loved to have this card, so maybe it actually is perfectly fine in those colors. Let's see what else we got. No Mythics so far, which is fine. We haven't opened that many boosters yet. What else we got here? What is this? Okay. Oh, nice. I wanted one of these. Hold on, let me get this mic closer to me. Unidentified overship, so it's a UFO. 3 mana, 2/2 vehicle. When it enters battlefield, exile up to 1 target creature with toughness 5 or less. And then when it leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner manifests dread, and it has a crew 1. So 3 mana removal on a vehicle, and generally that's pretty good, I would say. I think this is probably better for artifact decks than it is for creature decks. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good card. I think this card will probably see play. And did I open anything else? Not really. Man, these uncommon. Have I really opened only 3 good uncommons? There's probably a couple of uncommons here that I'm kind of just skipping because I don't really know how to evaluate them. They're probably good in like other formats, but for me, I look at them and I don't really see them. Especially if they're for standard. If they're for standard, it's really hard for me to evaluate them. What is this? Okay. Okay. Ah, there we go. Finally we got a land. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, that is nice. That is a very good plains. Finally, Jesus. The first one I've opened. I'm more excited for the plains than I am from the card. What is this? 3 mana, 2/4. Whenever it enters or attacks, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, distribute 2 counters. Distribute 2 1/1 counters among 1 or 2 targets. Then if there are 6 or more card types, double the number of plus on those creatures. Okay. So it just keeps growing. But you do need Delirium, otherwise just a vanilla creature. Not very impressive. I don't really think creatures that just get big are that good anymore. But maybe it is good. Who knows? It might actually grow fast enough. So if you have... When does this trigger? Is it upkeep or end step? Or combat? Where does this trigger? When enters or attacks. Oh, okay. So if you play this on turn 3 with Delirium, how easy would that be? It's possible you could do it. You could make it a 3 mana 4/6. 3 mana 4/6. That's actually pretty big. Now that I think about it, that's actually ridiculously big. Actually, it might be good. I don't know. Maybe for standard. I don't think anywhere else it's relevant. Oh, here we go. Here's a card that I think I will see some play. Unwanted Remake. We'll see some play in Standard, not outside of Standard. It's a 1 mana, destroy target creature, and its controller manifests Dread. This will see play, but I only think it will see play in Standard and maybe Pioneer. I don't know if Pioneer has access to Path to Exile. But would this be better than Path to Exile? I don't think so. I think Path to Exile is still strictly better than this. I don't know. This is a fine card. Very good. I opened 2 of them in my draft, in my sealed pool, so I can already tell you they were very powerful. And we got a land. Nice. So we got another one of these, which we can put over there. And we got a land. A fancy land. This is the land cycle of this set. Taps for blue, and then if you control island or a swamp, it taps for black. Pretty good. Do I have a deck for this? No. Not yet, at least. I will have it in the future. I want to make a Sultai deck that's land-based. So that will be a project in the making. What else do we got? Oh, here's a good one. This one's a very good one. 2 mana, 3/1. Can't be blocked by glimmers, which is irrelevant, and then has survival at the beginning of your second main phase. If it's tapped, you may search your library for a card and put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. So basically you get to entomb a card if this is tapped during your second main phase. The only problem I see with this card is that attacking with it is pretty hard. It is a 3/1. I mean, it's not hard to attack with it. It's hard for it to survive because it dies to anything. But I still think this is probably very playable. I will test it out in my Amalia, but I don't know how good this would be in Amalia. It probably is not that good in Amalia because you have to play it, wait a turn, and then attack it. And then only after it's surviving would you be able to search for a card. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's pretty bad. That's actually pretty bad. Yeah. I still think it's a good card, but not for my Amalia at least. Oh, we got the first mythic. An Overlord. Not the green one. I think the green one's probably the strongest one. This one's probably also strong, but only for Standard. Overlord of the Mistmoors. 7 mana, 6/6. Whenever it enters or attacks, create 2/1 insect tokens with flying. And it has Impending 4 for 4 mana. So Impending is a new mechanic. So you can pay for the alternative cost, which is the Impending cost, which is 4. And if you do, it enters as a non-creature with 4 counters on it. And then every end step you remove a counter. And then after you remove all counters, it becomes a creature and can attack. So basically you can pay for 4 mana immediately to get two 2/1s, and then after 4 turns, you can attack. It becomes a creature and can start attacking and making more creatures. It's a fine card for Standard. I don't think it's for anywhere else. I think it's too slow and or not too slow, but doesn't do anything in other formats. Like 2 bodies in other formats is not really that relevant. Chainsaw. Ooh, nice. And another land. Nice. The forest also has so pretty. Nice. I love it. What is this? A glimmer. It's a bunny. Oh, what is this? Manifest. Huh. We got 2 rares in this pack. The first one is Chainsaw. 2 mana. When it enters, deals 3 damage up to 1 target creature. And then whenever 1 or more creatures die, you might put a rev counter on it. Oh, any creature. Interesting. And then when equipped creature gets plus X plus 0, where X is number of rev counters on it. So basically you kill something, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and just kills everything. It's a good. I like it. It's a nice card. And then we got the Henge Shredder, which we talked about before. It's a very good card, and I'm happy that I got another one. Because I think it's a really strong, dumb card. Have I opened any of the cards that I really wanted so far? I opened a couple. Man, there really is no good commons here, huh? Okay, this is a good uncommon. 3 mana, 3/2, Menace. Thank you for the subscription, Zero. Not all of them. Excuse me. Not all of them, Zero. Only some. Actually, most of them. Most of them suck. Anyway, Zero, how's it going? It's been so long. Welcome, welcome. Ignore the fact that my eyes are not working properly. I need a new camera. This camera sucks. But anyway, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you very much. It really helps. Where was I? Yes, this card. Cam has bad as the cards. Fuck you. 3 mana, 3/2. Menace. You can pay 2 and sacrifice another creature or enchantment to put a counter on it. But the ability that matters here is the last one. At the beginning of your end step, if you sacrifice 1 or more permanents this turn, this deals damage to any target. So this is actually pretty good for Commander. You sacrifice 5 treasures, you deal 5 damage wherever you want. So I think that alone will make it playable. Oh look, another one of these. We got the Black Glimmer, or not, yeah, the Black Glimmer. I mean, it's another copy of it. Not too bad. I do think that if you can open... If I had a choice between opening every Enduring in every, like, in a whole box, I would say that that's a pretty good deal. I think every single Enduring will be worth money the more time goes on, because these cards are very powerful. I think every Enduring is, regardless of how insignificant the effect is, I think all of them are ridiculously powerful just because of the returning from death ability they have. What else we got here? Oh, speaking of, here's the blue one. I haven't opened this one yet, and I think the only one we're missing right now is the red one. Enduring Curiosity. Curiosity killed a cat. Oh my god, I finally get the reference. 4 mana, 4/3. Flash. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And then it has the, when it dies, if it was a creature, return to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. This is a pretty good card. It's a very powerful one, and I'm happy I got it. Now I only need the red one, and I'm pretty happy. Actually, not too bad so far. I really think that opening Endurings makes this set pretty much very good. Man, my English is very rusty. If you guys haven't noticed, my English has become more awkward and rusty because I haven't been using it that often. Here's another card that will see a lot of play. At least I think it will see a lot of play. 2 mana Flash. When it enters, target a creature an opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. And then creatures your opponents control can be target of spells and abilities as though they didn't have Hexproof. What ability of those creatures don't trigger? So this card will see play because it goes around Hexproof and Ward. That is fantastic, and I love it. This card is amazing, even though it's just an uncommon. Oh, hello. Yay, we got a mountain. Oh, can we get one of each at least? We've opened. This is only the third one. We're not opening that many of these, which is sad. But if we can open at least one of each, I'll be happy. And the rare is Nashi, Searcher in the Dark. 2 mana, 2/2 menace. When it deals combat damage to a player, you mill that many cards, and you may put any number of legendaries or enchantments from them into your hand. And if you put no cards in your hand this way, put a counter on him. Okay. So it's a value engine / gets bigger every turn it attacks. Yeah, okay. I could see some play. It doesn't look that good though. Commander probably can see some play. Menace makes it easier for it to connect. What do we got here? Is this it? Yes, it is. And we got another one of these, the Blue Enchantress. I already opened one of these, so there we go. We got another one here. Pretty good card, I think. I think Enchantress overall will always be good. We'll check later the value of the cards. I don't really want to do that now, because I'm more focused on just seeing what we're opening. But we could check the value of the cards once we're open all of them. Oh yeah, I forgot we had ley lines in this set. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Which is relevant, like the ley lines themselves are probably also going to be worth money. 4 mana, enchantment. If this enchantment is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield without paying its mana cost. So just plop, put it on the battlefield for free. And it has whenever you gain life, you gain that much life +1. And if you have at least 7 more life than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. This, I think, is actually a fine card. I don't think it's for every deck, but the fact that it's a ley line makes it slightly better. I don't think it's going to be a commander staple, though. Leyline of the Void would be nice to get, actually. Would really like to see a Leyline of the Void here. Speaking of ley lines, not the Void ley line, but we did get another ley line. I think this one also will see some play. The blue one, ley line. Say all ley lines have the same clause, which is that if they're in your starting hand, you get to just play them for free immediately. And when it enters, you choose a creature type, and creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other types. Same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. And creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. So if you search your library for, let's say, a demon. So if you use the new tutor, and you play this, you chose demons, you play the new tutor, you basically get to choose any creature. Because every creature card you don't own is a demon. Okay, yeah, this will see play. Yeah, that one will see play. That one will see play guaranteed. That is a very powerful ley line. Enables way too many combos. What else we got here? Another enduring, which is nice. We got the green enduring. Another one. This is the second one we're opening. So, there we go. I think we're halfway there. We're really only missing the red one. Have we only opened one mythic so far? Yeah, we only opened one mythic, which is weird. Normally, you open... Each box has like 3 or 4 mythics. Oh, this is the Wrath of the set. Split up 3 mana, choose one, destroy all tapped creatures, or destroy all untapped creatures. This card is fine, but there will be decks that will be able to utilize this much better. Specifically, Convoke decks will be able to use this so much. In the pre-release, I actually saw someone with these two cards in the same deck. Which, if you don't know what this means, is like he could tap all his creatures to give mana, and then play this to destroy all untapped creatures and just destroy everything their opponent had. That's a good sorcery, but I don't think it's a good wrath for every deck. But it's definitely for some decks, especially the Convoke ones. Oh, that's a good uncommon one. Oh, and that's a mythic, finally. Oh yeah, this is a room. Hold on, I gotta put it like this. 3 mana. Lands you control have any they tap for any color. And then you can pay 4 to mill 4 cards and return up to 2 permanent cards from among them to your hand. I think this side is good enough, and this one is just value. But I think this is a pretty reasonable card. And then our second mythic of the box, Abhorrent Oculus. 3 mana, 5/5 is an additional cost to cast a spell, exile 6 cards from your graveyard, which is pretty steep. And then at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, manifest Dread, which I think is pretty powerful. I say this card is actually pretty bananas. Manifesting Dread every single upkeep of your opponent is pretty strong. Especially because I imagine you play that on a Graveyard Matters. I actually think the card is very powerful. I just don't know what place it fits. Another one. Okay. Second Valgavoth. Nice, the third mythic. That's probably fine because I think this is probably going to be the more expensive. Maybe not the most expensive cards, but definitely one of the more expensive cards of the set. So having 2 of them is pretty good already. What else we got here? Oh, this card is fine. Arabella, this is an uncommon. 2 mana, 1/3. When it attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life, or X number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. This is a funny card. There's some potential for this card. I don't know what exactly the potential is, but there's potential. I think it's a fine uncommon. I think this one's also a fine uncommon. 1 mana, 1/1. Whenever enchantment enters the battlefield, or when you unlock a room, you put a counter on target creature. I think this is also a pretty good one. The fact it's just a 1 mana, 1/1 makes it very good. We got another forest, nice. And another land, the Rakdos one. I don't have a deck for this, but taps for black. And if you control a swamp or a mountain, it taps for red. It's pretty good. Man, I was having trouble getting my words out. Haven't opened a special guest either. This box might not have one. Normally, I would have opened them by now. Drag to the roots, very good. This is another good card. Oh, we opened 2 rares here. 2 mana instant, destroy target artifact, or change the target spell or ability with a single target, or 1 or 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Pretty good card, I would say. I think it is. Then we open 2 rares. A land, which we do have a place for this card. Taps for green, or if you have a forest or plains, it taps for white. We will have a place for this. And then we got Kona. 4 mana for free with survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if this is tapped, you can put any permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. There's a lot of people making Fury Craft with this card because you can cheat out insane cards with this. I personally don't believe this card is going to be anything special. I think this card will probably just die to removal, as it is typical. But, you know, I would be happy to be proven wrong, since I have the card and I can sell it. Or use it. I don't think I would use it, though. Not really my style of deck. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, it's a room. Oh, this is the... I already have this one. I'm opening... So this is the the room that untaps creatures every other player's untap step, and the one that gives Convoke. I already have this card, so this is the second one I open. I think it's a pretty good card, so nice to open that one. We're still missing one mythic. So hopefully we get to see another one. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Hold on, we got a lot of cards here. First of all, we got this one. Which is a 3 mana enchantment creature that just counters a spell. And its controller gets to manifest dread. I think this is probably a pretty decent card. I always like these cards that are like creatures that counter stuff when they enter. So I'm happy to see this. We also have this one, which I think is also pretty good. 2 mana 2/2 with a lifelink that has Delirium. And then at the beginning of your end step, if you had Delirium, each opponent may sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. Then this one deals damage equal to its power to each opponent who didn't do that. So, yeah, I think this card is also pretty good. And then we got the Rend Enduring. So we got all 5 of them, right? We got the black one, the green one, the blue one, the white one, and the red one. Yeah, we got all of them. Nice. I wanted all of them, so I'm happy with that. 4 mana 3/3. Whenever another creature in control enters, it gets +2/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. And if it dies, it comes back. There's a creature that has the exact same effect, except it doesn't come back when it dies, that I believe is pretty expensive. So this will be, I believe, even more expensive than that one, because it's better. And we got a foil land, the Selesnya one. Pretty nice. Let's see, what else we got here? What else do we got here? We got this one again. Oh, this card, really? Oh wait, we have multiple here. Free rares? Free rares. Holy shit. Okay. We opened 3 rares here. So we opened this artifact, which we already checked out. Not a very good one, so that's unfortunate. We open a land. The Mir one, which is pretty nice. Second one we open. And we open the Omni one, the UFO one. Foil and alternative art. Ooh. I wonder if this will be expensive. I feel like this card will see play, so maybe this will be expensive. And I get to sell it for profit. I doubt it will be that expensive, though. Probably like, what, 20 bucks at most? I doubt it will be more than that, but maybe it will be. Who knows? It's hard to predict these cards, because a lot of them are like slow power creep. They're not like obvious power creep where you go like, yeah, this card is bananas. Oh, is another good card. The Enchantress in Azorius. All your enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast, and unlocking costs one less to use. Pretty good. I think this card will be pretty decent. And, oh, we got another foil land. Nice. We got the Gruul one. Taps for red, and if you have a mountain or forest, taps for green. Nice. And we have this creepy guy. 2 mana 1/1. Can't be block. Whenever it deals combat damage for play, you can choose one that has been chosen, so you put counters on it. You get to draw a card, or it becomes a copy of another target creature you control. I think this card is actually good. I don't know. I feel like it's decent. Like, can't be block. It might be too slow nowadays, though. I feel like if this was, like, 5 years ago, this card would be stupid, but I feel like nowadays it might be too slow. Just takes too long to do the thing. Man, the commons are really bad in this set. The uncommons are slightly better, though. Where's this one? Huh. Oh, no, wait, what is this? Okay, hold on. No, one rare. First of all, we got a foil forest, which is nice. We got this. Waltz of Rage, 5 mana. Sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. Until end of turn, whenever a creature you control dies, exile top card of your library. You may play until next end of next turn. Oh, this one. I don't know if this card is good or if it's junk. I feel like this is one of those cards that is like either it's broken or it's absolutely trash. And I feel like it leans more on it being absolute trash. 5 mana for this is a lot. I don't think it's good enough. I think this is a good uncommon. 2 mana, and when you unlock this, you get to return a creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. I think it's pretty good. And then for 4 mana, whenever you attack, you may put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. I think it's mostly for the first part. Question, I'm a casual in Magic, and I was wondering if you had to order the pre-release set, or if you can be found in shops now. Are you asking... hold on. Do you mean, like, join a pre-release or ordering a box? If you mean, like, getting a box, you can order them, or you can just get directly from the shops. I think most shops will let you buy them the moment they get the boxes. So, for example, this week was the pre-release box. I think the shop that I went to didn't have the box until like Wednesday. So they wouldn't sell you the box until like Wednesday because they didn't have it. But once they had it, they would sell it to you. Some other ones only sell you once the pre-release starts. So they would only sell you Friday forward because Friday is the pre-release day. If you mean like join the pre-release... you need to pre-register with the shops. But if you mean the box, you can I think you could just go to the shop and buy them, like a Magic shop. They should have it. Some shops are a bit more like restrictive. Some of them will only sell you the box after its official release. Some of them will sell you the box after the pre-release, and some of them will sell you the box the moment they have it. So it kind of depends on the shop. There's not really an established rule on how they should proceed with it. So each one does their own say. I know, like I go to 2 shops, and both of them have different rules. One of them will sell you the moment they get a box, and the other one will only sell you after the pre-release. So, no. Different rules, different shop owners. It also helps like being like a regular at the shop. Obviously, if they know who you are, you know, you go there often, they might bend the rules a little bit because they know they can trust you and then you're going to be a regular for them, you know, that kind of deal. But overall, it's like it depends on the shop. But yeah, like I think right now, if you go to most shops, they'll just sell it to you. Because the pre-release started yesterday. Yeah, they started yesterday. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, here we go. Has another fun card, Norrin. 1 mana, 2/1. Can't block. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile it. You may play that card from the exile this turn. This is a very weird card, which is fine because Norrin is a very weird card. The original was weird, and this one is equally weird. I'm not entirely sure how you build a deck around this, but it is a funny effect. So I'm going to put it over there. I don't actually think it's a good effect, but it's an interesting one. Ooh, Mythic. So this is the 4th Mythic, and probably the last Mythic of the box. I think this is actually one of the more powerful myths of the set. So it's a 3 mana. You can play lands from your graveyard. And then for 5 mana, you can cast spells from your graveyard this turn. And if a card will be put from your graveyard from anywhere this turn, exile instead. So it's a Yawgmoth's Will. This card is bananas because the first few turns, you can just play it for 3 mana. And, you know, you get some value from your fetched lands. But then, if they don't get rid of this, once you have enough mana, you can just unlock the other room. They can't respond to it. And now you just get to just play cards from your graveyard for the turn. And that is pretty powerful. An uncounterable Yawgmoth's Will is pretty nasty. I think this is actually one of the more powerful cards of the set. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I even heard like rumors of it being good in CDH, which already tells you the power level of it. If even people in CDH are looking at the card. What else we got here? Man, the commons of this set are so bad. Oh, we got another Mythic. So we actually got 5 Mythics in this box. Okay, so we're above average in Mythics. We didn't get the green one, though. Sad. I wanted the green one. The green Overlord, I think, is the most busted one. This one is what? 5 mana, 5/3, flying. When it enters or attacks, draws 2, and then discard a card. Okay. It has impending 4 for 3 mana. So pay 3, draw 2, discard a card, and then after 4 turns you get to attack it. It has flying, slightly irrelevant. Okay, I don't know if it will see play, but, you know, it could be worse. Also, a forest. Nice. How many boosters we got left? We don't have that many, do we? I think we only have 6 boosters left. And we've already opened, I think, all the Mythics. I mean, we could open a foil Mythic, I guess. Not impossible. So technically, we could open another Mythic. Very unlikely. So we got this left to open. So let's check out if we can open... Also, we haven't opened the special guest yet. Unfortunately, sometimes a box could have no special guest, which would be sad. Dude, this pile is massive. Hold on. I need to take this out of here. This pile is way too big. It's kind of being inconvenient here. Get over there. Man, it really has been a long time since I streamed. My throat is hurting already from all the talking. Okay, let's look at here. Another Arabella. Another Enduring. The black one. So that's the 3rd one I open. Okay, and a Mountain. Okay. I mean, I think so far the result has been pretty good in terms of like what I've opened. There's definitely worse cards I could be opening from the set. I'm just surprised at how bad the commons are. Okay, here's a good uncommon, and another one that's a good common, and another good rare. Hold on, this pack is pretty juicy. So we got this one. 3 mana, 3/2, human. You can pay 2 and sacrifice a creature on enchantment, and it gets indestructible, and you tap it. That part is irrelevant. The last text is what matters. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target opponent loses 1 and you gain 1. That is pretty good. This counts treasures, clues, pretty much any token that has sacrifice ability on it. This will trigger off it, so that's a pretty good uncommon that we'll see a lot of play. This is an enchantress. Whenever an enchantment enters, you make a 1/1 token. Pretty good. This goes infinite with an enchantment that is in the one of the commander decks that makes everything an enchantment. So there you go. And this is the rare. This is also very good rare. I've heard it will see play potentially in CDH. Definitely will see play in Commander, but also seeing play in the CDH is very likely. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever an opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to them. That's all it does. Pretty good. This might also see a lot of play with the dwarf that adds +2 to damage, which means every time they would draw, they would take 3. That's scary. And we got a foil of this removal. Nice. 4 packs to go. I don't think we're going to open a special guest. I think that is off the table now. Oh, God. Grievous Wound. 5 mana. It should be a curse, but for some reason it's an aura. Enchantment. Enchanted player can't gain life. Whenever enchanted players dealt damage, they lose half their life. Rounded up. Oh, man. That is... That's a funny card. I've already seen some people try it out in the standard deck. It didn't look that good, but there's definitely ways that it can just kill people with one of the demons that's in standard. Oh, we did get a special guest. Okay. We got a special guest after all. Nice. So first of all, we got this guy. 4 mana, 3/4, Ward 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws 2 cards. And then Delirium, as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, each opponent's maximum hand size is equal to 7 minus the number of those card types. I heard people want to make this into a commander. I think this is too slow, but the ward does make it slightly better. Makes it harder to interact with. I don't know how relevant that is, though. I don't know what type of deck you would build with this. Delirium would have to be active. Each player gets to draw. I guess you could make like a deck that punishes people for drawing cards. And also like cares about Delirium. I guess you could do something like that. That could work. And then we got Sacrifice, our special guest. 1 black, instant, as an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Add an amount of black mana equal to its creature's mana value. How good is this? Wait, is it damaged? Dude, why is this card damaged? It literally came out of the pack. What is this? Why is it nicked? Hello? Yeah, it's fucking damaged. What is this shit? Oh my god, Wizards, why is your card quality so crap? Like, it's nicked several times. Like, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, it's like fully nicked. Like, you can see... Hold on. Now, there's a nick here. There's another one here, another one here, and there's a couple of here. Like, it's so bad. Oh my god. Wait, is the other one nicked too? Or they were in the same pack. No, this one's fine. What, just... So what, because this was in a different printing machine, it got nicked? That's bullshit. Dude, why is it nicked? What is this? Best viewers. What is this? Oh, LDP, you're here. Hey there, LDP. How's it going? Thank you for banning him. Hey, LDP, look, I got you the commander deck. Here you go. Here you go. Here's the commander deck that I got you. It comes with a collector booster on it. You see there? Hold on. How do you show it? Collector booster pack. So maybe you're lucky and you can open like one of the high premium cards and sell it for profit. Okay, I think there's only two packs left. Let's see. I'm on. I mean, we already opened the special guest, so there's only rares left. What is a rare that I would like to open? Is there any rare that I haven't opened yet? I guess there's the land. The enchantment land. I guess that's the only one that I can think of. I mean, to be fair, more endurings is good. I think this card is good. 2 mana, 2/3, flyer, enchantment creature has an additional cost to cast a spell, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. I actually think this card is good. Mostly because the returning a permanent to your hand is a cost, which means they can't react to it. Yeah, I think this card probably will see some play in some specific decks. Other than that, though, we got another Enduring, the white one. Nice. That is pretty nice. I got a lot of Endurings in these packs. As I said, I think if I only open Endurings, I would be quite happy. Because that's a lot of good cards. Okay, last pack. I'm on. I don't know what we could open, but please don't end on a stinker. Okay. Any good commons? No, there's not a single good common, of course. Uh-huh. And the rare is... Oh, it's the tutor. That's the tutor. Second tutor I get. To be fair, I think it's also a pretty good card. So, nice, we got a tutor. And a swamp, nice. Wait, did I open all of them? I think I don't have an island. God damn it, I didn't open an island. I opened everything except an island. Okay. It's amazing. I probably would like one. Well, I have 2 of them. So, hold on. Let me just get rid of all this plastic here. And we can see what we open better. And we can check the prices too. And see what's good and what's not. Okay. So that can go over there. This pile can go over there. You know something that surprised me? There is so very few good commons and uncommons in this set. Especially when you compare it to the previous set, Bloomburrow. Bloomburrow was full of good commons and uncommons. Like, first of all, I didn't see a single good common. I think every common in the set is like filler pack. And then even the uncommons, it's like there's a couple that are good, but there's not that many. Or maybe there are. Wow, I only opened one of these. That's pretty bad. Okay. Lands are also like barely saw any of them. Very few lands that I get. But okay. Okay. Let's see then what we opened overall. And let's see what we opened that was most expensive. Let me open the site to see the prices, and we can see what we opened that was nice. Let's see. Card market. God, where do you see this? Wait, hold on. No, go over there. Here we go. Singles, filter by most expensive. Grid. Oh, I completely forgot Meat Hood Massacre. Oh man, I forgot about that one. Yeah, Meat Hood Massacre would have been a very good card to get. We didn't get it, unfortunately. But we did get the second most expensive card of the set, which is the Demon, Valgavoth. We got Valgavoth, which I have 2 of them. So that's pretty good. I'm not going to include it here because the other Valgavoth I opened it in my pre-release pack, so it doesn't really count for this box. So I'm not going to count that. The next one is Overlord. I don't think we opened... Oh my god, there's a couple here that I completely forgot. Okay, so... But we did open the other one. This one, really. This one's the... Okay, so in terms of prices... This one is next that we opened. Huh. That is surprising. Isn't that surprising? Oh, that guy is also good that I didn't know. I didn't also put... Oh my god. There's a couple of cards I did not open that I just realized. And they're pretty good. Most of them are mythic, which is expected. The set hasn't fully come out yet, so a lot of these prices are overflated. They're not really like... People are still in Fury crafting, but we can go with what we have. So we did open this other mythic that is also here. Nicely priced. We didn't open any of these. We did open this one Overlord. The white one was the first mythic we opened. So this one goes here. Demonic Tutor makes sense. We opened this one. We also opened this land. I don't think I opened the white one. Let me see. How much is this one? Oh, okay, well, there's another land here that needs to be here, actually. Hold on. So this goes here. Then this is awkward. Okay. And here we have... Where's the other one? We have the normal one here. Can you guys see that? Or is that out of reach? Okay, I think that's as far as I will put them. They got the Rakdos over there. So Rakdos goes here. We got the Gruul one. This was a foil one, so I guess I'll put it slightly above, but not by much. That is another mythic. We didn't get that, but we did get this one. This goes here. Kana, we also got that one. This one goes here. We also got the Shredder, which goes here. We also got these 2 lands, which one of them is foil. Technically, probably the fact that it's a foil would put it like here. But hard to say. It's hard to quantify foils. Oh, we didn't get the red ley line. The red ley line would have been a very good hit. I'm surprised all the Endurings are... They're all cheaper than what I expected. I expected the Endurings to be way more expensive than what I'm seeing right now. I still think the Enduring cards will all be the more expensive cards of the set as time goes on. Oh yeah, we got this Shredder here too. I guess I'll put it there for now, just for simplicity's sake. Because otherwise, we're gonna have a hard time, like... What is this? What was I looking for? Oh yeah, this card. Oh wait, I didn't open that one. It was my pre-release. I did open Marvin though. Where is he? Marvin, where are you? There we go. Marvin's over here. We also have the foil one. This Marvin's probably more expensive. Let me check. How expensive is this Marvin? It's like foil and alternative art. Oh yeah, like this Marvin is here, right behind Mr. Demon Lord. It's amazing what happens when you have a alternative art legendary foil creature. Just hamps up the price by a lot. We got ley lines. Wow, I'm surprised this guy is over here. That is surprising. Then we got both endurings. The black one. Which we did open 2 of them here. I did open a foil one in another pack. The green one, which I think I also opened 2 of them. We opened this one. And this version. We open... Oh yeah, I didn't open that guy either, which would have been pretty good. So the white one is going to be here. The raft is going to be here. Wait, didn't I see the blue ley line? No. So raft goes here, enduring there. We have another enduring here. Mind Skinner over there. So at this point, the prices are starting to get really low. Like, they're becoming insignificant, I would say. Also, I forgot about this Overlord. This Overlord should be around, like, here somewhere. Not that it matters too much. Because I would say at this point, we're starting to look at, like, barely any prices. Like, they're very, like, inexpensive. Like, they're junk rares at this point. Yeah, we're starting to go to the point where uncommons are more expensive than some of the commons. Some of the rares. Really? I'm surprised by some of these. So everything else here is like... barely worth anything. Okay. Well, we're going to put these aside because I don't know if they cost different because they're, you know, special art or whatever. But everything else is basically trash. I guess I'll check this one too. So let me see. An unidentified hover. Let's see if it's... worth anything. It's foil and promo. No, it's still worthless. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, it's still worthless. Okay. Never mind. What about sacrifice? Special guest sacrifice. Is it worth anything? $10. Non-foil. $10. Okay. So it's actually around here, the sacrifice. Okay. So this would be like the pricing of these cards. How much is this? Not that much. And to be fair, I think there's a couple cards here that are overly bloated. that I don't think are worth the price that they are at. Like, I don't think this card is going to be worth anything. I think it's going to become a junk mythic. I would be surprised if this eyeball actually sees that much play. I think this is just one of those cards that people like really want to work, but is not going to work. I do not believe this card is going to be that playable. So maybe I should sell it. I also think this one is probably more expensive than it should be, as is this one. And there's a lot of cards here that I feel like definitely will increase in price as time goes on. I think the ley line, the blue ley line, will definitely increase in price. I think the Enchantress will definitely increase in price as time goes on, because Enchantress decks in Commander are very popular. I still think this card is stupidly good. Oh, why is it unfocused? Enchantress is 100% undervalued. Yeah, like Enchantress overall tend to be expensive as time goes on. Because essentially, right, if you make an Enchantress deck and you have blue, you will order this card into your deck. It will just be a staple in the card because it's an Enchantress. So as time goes on and more people make Enchantress decks that have blue in it, and more people order the card to enter the deck, it will get more expensive as time goes on. So I think this is going to be one of those cards that, you know, right now you can buy it for like 20 cents, but in like 5 years it's going to be like $10. That's very typical. There's a lot of cards that go through this phase, whereas like they come out, they are absolutely worthless, and after like 5 years, 10 years, they're like super expensive. Well, they're super expensive compared to what they used to be. What are the cards? I think this card is also like very powerful, but I understand that this is not for every deck. This is more for Convoke decks. But, you know, I understand why this one would not be priced that much. But another card that I'm surprised is not, like, worth any... Actually, am I that surprised? Yeah, all the Endurings being at the bottom is surprising to me. Man, I'm so happy I got all of these Endurings. I fully believe that all the Endurings are going to be staples in Commander. Like, legitimately. Like, even though their effects are not amazing, the fact that they are just so difficult to deal with makes them so much more desirable. I think they're going to enter just about any deck, so long as they have the color. So overall, I am quite pleased with what I got. I think I opened quite nicely. Yeah, I think I opened quite nicely. I'm quite impressed. I opened a couple lands, which is always good. It's always good to have a good amount of lands. I opened a couple of cards that I opened most cards that I wanted. Is there any card that I didn't open that I wanted, aside from Mythics? I think I've already said that there were a couple of Mythics that I wanted and I didn't open. Let me check. Mythics a little bit weirder because you only get, like, at most 5 Mythics per box. So it's hard for you to get all the Mythics you want. Right, there's Meat Hoot Massacre, which I want. There's the Green Overlord, which is also pretty good. There's the Screaming Nemesis, which is an absolute nightmare. The Wandering Rescuer, the Funeral Room. There's a lot of good Mythics here that I would have liked to open, but I'm not unhappy with what I opened in terms of the Mythics. I feel like there were worse Mythics I could have opened. I got the Tutor, which I wanted. I got a couple of the lands which I wanted. I got the Clown. I got the Vehicle. I got Marvin. I didn't get the red ley line, which I did want. That's one of the rares I wanted. And I think the red ley line is going to end up being expensive as time goes on. I think it's a stupid card. I didn't get the Unstoppable Slasher, which I was also kind of hoping to get. That card is terrifying. I had to deal with it in pre-release, and holy shit. I didn't get the land, but it's fine. I don't think the land is amazing. I think it's fine. I didn't get Come Back Wrong, which I also think is a fine card. What is this one? Unholy Annex. Beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control a D... Oh, okay, that one. Got it. Not really what I was looking for. Is that it? Is only 2 cards that I didn't get? That I wanted? In terms of the rares? Might have been. I guess Balloon Man would have been a fun card to get, but not really something I wanted. Yeah, I think I got most of the cards that I wanted. Yeah, I think I actually got most of the rares that I wanted. So, quite happy, actually. Is there any uncommon that I didn't get that I wanted, though? That actually is more common to happen. Yeah. I think I got most of the rares I wanted. Yeah, I think there's only like 2 rares that I didn't get it. Red Ley Line is going to be stupid. Yeah, the red line right now is only at like $2. And I think it's going to be like a $20 card as time goes on, as a standard develops. And even outside of standard, I think it will see some play. The ability to just double your cards is pretty powerful. Anyway, that is it for this section. God, that was a lot of cards, and my throat hurts. Man. I guess the thing I'm looking right now is any of these cards going to enter... What are these cards are going to enter my commanders? I don't actually know if Marvin has a place in any of my commanders. I'm trying to think. Does Amalia have any abilities that I want? Yawgmoth. I don't really want Yawgmoth's replication. Yawgmoth. Yeah, there's not many activated abilities. I don't know. I don't actually think there's going to be that many cards here that I want from my Amalia. I think the only card I really want from my Amalia is the White Enduring one, which is pretty good. It draws cards and is difficult to deal with. This one will be good for my Bunny deck, and so will the Enduring again. There's a couple of cards here that will be pretty good there. Yeah, I'm quite happy. Yeah, this was pretty good. Let's end that here. That was pretty good. I'm quite happy with the results.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. No, not 4 yet. 4, 5.